Hello and welcome once more to Car Mechanic Simulator 2015. For some reason I want to say 2033. It's it sometimes feels like it's been a long time, but it's not that long. Oh god, that's such a frustrating sign, being right next to my desk. I would not be able to handle that in a work situation. It's like being slapped every time we look up. Good. Not that I'm going to mention that every video. Okay, I might. Let's get on. This looks like a fun job. None of these cars look particularly interesting, so let's just go for the longest out of words. Right, there's been a run of cars without being terrible colours. I mean, this isn't a very nice colour, but it's not terrible in any sense. It's just, you know, sort of grey-blue colour. Let's take blue and grey and make the worst of both of them. But not bad enough that people wouldn't necessarily buy it. It's got nice, quite nice seats. Still all looks very plasticky inside, but whatever. Whatever. Right, what is the job? Right, so lots of engine faults. Okay, and filters. Okay, so it's only the engine faults that really aren't categorized. So let's see if we can do some testing to pick up on that. So we'll start with the ODB test. Test. And that shows us that we've got some issues with the spark plugs and some of the other engine-y bits. It's the official term I'm going to use. So now we test the blowness. Blow air into the engine and see what happens. Woo. Okay, so we've got some deep-seated issues with pistons. And finally we do the random number test. And this is to test the maths ability of the engine, see if it's able to, you know, add up. And you can sit there and put your fingers around your chin and go, something doesn't add up, in your best Philip Marlowe voice. Or, you know, not bother. Okay, so we need to remove the battery, and as we can see we've got some bits here that need to remove. We've also got some parts deep in the engine. Yeah, so I guess it's a stripped down job, so we might as well get on with it. It ain't gonna strip itself, as the A said to the B. Oh dear, that's probably not what they said to each other at all. And roll that one's replacing. Filter. Let's remind myself of what he's doing. Spark plug. Yeah, okay, so we have to actually dig in. I could use the little blue stars to find out which pistons were knackered, to be fair. I have to take off the front, of course. But, you know, feels like cheating. I don't know why, it's ridiculous. Oh, we have to take this off. Let's take this off and you take this off. And I have to take these off, right. I wasn't sure if I had to take the ignition coils off on the other side, but apparently I was doing it right. Who knew? Everyone who's put their hands up. Oh, very good. Well done. Oh. Oh, yeah, I haven't actually taken off the timing cover yet. Right. So this side certainly needs to be taken off. Cam gear 0%, crikey. Camshaft 5%. Wow. Okay, so so this is the throttle, I assume, or the intake manifold. Didn't really look for it to go. Oh, this is the intake manifold. Oh, can't take that off. Ah, fuel rail still attached. There we go. Oh no, I've got the exhaust manifolds. Alright, and now we have access to the block, which looks like it's replacing itself. And then we've got two pistons that need replacing. Oh crap, I have to take the oil pan off. Forgot about that. Oh, we're not even on a lifter, look. Straight into work without even thinking about it. Ooh, keep going up. True. Right, yes, distracted. In which case, of course, we will need the oil buddy. Nope. Stick it to my magnetic pen clip on the front of my shirt. I'm sure that's good enough. Black and sticky. That's how you like it. Right, so one oil pan. I think I have to remove the oil pan as well for some reason. That's not obvious to me, but whatever. Right. Let's have a look. Shift here. So there's no one of the bearing caps, which are the things that hold on the crankshaft. Need to replace these. They all look good. Alright, so there's one piston on this side that needs to come off as well, so we'll have to strip off both sides. Alright, let's bring it back down. Bring it back down to you. Right. So let's continue with the disbuild, is that what we call it? Dismantle. Oh, and the exhaust manifold. This one actually needs replacing, so even better reason to take it off. Yes, right, now we're finally into the piston area. We can remove these pistons if we can find them. Of course, label them so you know where they went and put them back exactly how they were, and all that jazz that we don't have to do. Woohoo! Computer games. Right. So we found all those. That's awesome news. Knocking noise. Still got a knocking coming from the engine that we haven't yet discovered, which I'd suspect some of this timing gear stuff, we've taken it all off. So there's a faint chance it's something at the back, but it could be the actual crankshaft, which would be slightly annoying. Can we test that from here? Oh, it is red, look. Oh, okay. So you know when I said that we didn't have to take any of those crankshaft bearing caps off because they all looked good, missing the point that the thing they were holding in was the thing that I needed to take out. So I'll probably have to take all the pistons out as well, because they're all connected. But we can test that theorem right now. Yes, that's quite correct. See, if I had a memory, I'd have remembered these facts from the previous however many times I've had to do this. But I've decided that having a memory is just making it all too easy. Anyone could remember stuff and react accordingly. Where's the skill in that? So I should get some t-shirts printed. Memories are for pussies. There, that's nice and friendly. Right, so let's not take this out now. What's the problem? What's it connected to? Oh, the flipping gearbox, of course. That always takes me a moment to remember as well. You can see the connections on the front that go through the timing part, and that seems obvious, but of course you forget that the back also juts out to the other end of the engine blocks and hits straight into the gearbox. So we have to actually remove the whole flipping gearbox as well. This is why when people say, oh, crankshafts, ooh, it's just a shaft, surely just pop a new one in. Well, yes, but only after you spend 15 days removing the whole engine piece by piece. Do I have to take off all of the exhaust? Oh, there's a bit of... Yeah, I do. There's a bit of gearbox that needs changing there anyway, which I didn't know about. Which must be on the list of stuff. No, there's no gearbox mentioned here, that's interesting. Huh. That flywheel definitely needs changing. And the crankshaft is at 19%. Alright, but that might be all the parts. Let's just double check. That's all those. All that. Oh, flywheel was part of the knocking noises. I already knew about the crankshaft, but I hadn't removed it, so it slipped past. So it's possible I haven't removed some of these bits yet, but I think I have, so it's all good. I've changed the oil. I haven't taken off the oil filter though. Replace all oil filters, timing related parts, get all those off, and then paint it a shit colour. Right, where's the oil filter? Or have I already taken it off? Nope, there it is. Fuel filter, I think I've already got that. And then the air filter, I'll do that when it's down on the ground. Yes, yes. It's weird, most games will just bobble you out to the side of it. I guess it's just as easy to show you a message. A massage. Oh, what am I doing? Oh yeah, air filter. Oh, stupid bloody clips. 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 Clippity clips. Clips. Alright. Okay, job done finally, I think. So, let's buy some parts. Get the list up and then buy some parts. So we need all sorts of bits, so you might want to fast forward this. So I'm going to give it you all. Battery, cam gear, crankshaft V8, cam gear, crankshaft or camshaft, crankshaft V8 and engine head V8, crankshaft V8, engine block V8. Head or block? Makes a difference. Head. Engine head V8. Exhaust manifold V8. Fuel filter. Exhaust manifold V8. Exhaust manifold V8. Fuel filter. Fuel rail DI. Idler roller B. Fuel rail DI. Idler roller B. Ignition coil, and then 3 pistons. 2 ignition coils. And then something or other. 3 piston with conrods and 4 spark plugs. Piston with conrods. Spark plugs times 4. Knocking noise. So we need a camshaft V8. I do need a camshaft. Thought it was confusing. Camshaft V8 and a flywheel. An oil filter V8. Ooh. Looks like I knew what I was doing. And then an air filter. Did I buy the fuel filter already? Let's say I did. Air filter. And then we need a belt tensioner. 2 timing belt V8s. Timing belt V8. A water pump V8 and a water pump pulley. Water pump V8. Water pump pulley. No, just the one. Okay, now I think that's it all. So we slowly put it all back together. Woo! Well, you could have had together quickly if you like, but I'm not sure I'm able. There we go. Fuel filter, no. Camera shaft, no. Let's put all that in first. Quick suck of drink. Alright, here we go. Whoops, clicked on the wrong bit. Give me the engine. One of them. Oh, put on the little is it? There. Oil filter. Alright. And then we put on the bits from above, I believe. Pistons. Up and down, up and down. That's the way it goes. Pistons. Alright, and the heads. Oh, I'm glad it puts it all in the right order for you. It's been a nightmare to remember how to do it all properly. Whee! Throttle. Can't go nowhere with no throttle. Fuel rails. No fucking clue what they do. I imagine they spray fuel into the engine or something. Who knows? You decide. Alright, that's those bits. Do the same on this side. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Cam shafts and cam gears. Engine manifold, I guess. Exhaust manifold, even. Engine manifold. Bit generic. Manifolds all over the place. There we go. Whoop. Okay, next. Let's put some timing belts on. Oh, that's miss. Put the timing front cover on, and all the shenanigans that go on the front of that. Water pump. Oh, I'm going to forget to screw in the idle rollers, otherwise they'll just, you know, not bother. Yep. Rollers everywhere. Alright, and then a belt of some sort, and then another belt. And then the tensioners for the belt. Is there another one over here? Yeah, belt, tensioner. Okay, that's all the timing gear on. The battery, and also remember it. The cover on. And then the ignition coils. Oops. So the screen moves slightly. And the recovery bit. Alright, it's coming along. Let's fit the gearbox as well, of course. That'll help the car move. Okay, good. Right, gearbox time, I think. Pop it up on the lifter. I can put the oil pan on as well once we've done. Whoops. Bearing, and then the gearbox itself. Let's get the starter motor in that little black hole on the right. Drive shaft. I can't get it from this angle. Excuse me. Oh, come on. There we go. Alright, So we are getting there. It is official. Was there another? Oh yes, of course. There was going to be something else to do with oil, wasn't there? I thought it was. I was going to say, was it the oil filter? No. More important than that, it's the oil pan. Stop all the oil falling out. The filter would be useless. I have filtered the oil. The ground is filtering your oil. Right. So I think that was everything. We wanted to put some oil in it, of course, as well. And we can. I was going to say we could double check whilst we're waiting for the lift to go down what else needs to be done, but you can't actually get the list up whilst the car is in motion. Alright, oil. Just a little bit more. Lovely. What's the battery? Does it say pluses all over it? It does. There's no minus sign. You sort of think plus and minus. Whatever. It's not my problem. I'm not the health and safety man. So it thinks we've done everything except for paint it this horrible colour. So let's do that next. No. Choose factory colour, yeah. I mean, if I was them, I would make it the wrong colour so that you just accidentally paint it the right colour. You have to actually check this is the factory colour that you want. Anyway, whatever. This just seems so pointless coming in here most of the time. Okay, I think that is the job done. So let's double check by pressing the please go away now button. And it does. And we've got ourselves a tidy little sum. Awesome. Well, thank you very much for watching that. I hope you've enjoyed it all. Original, what now? Renan. Oof. Right, good. Well, thank you. We'll come back next time. We'll be doing one of these jobs. That's the little preview. Glad you liked it. If you didn't, well, you know where to go. Bye.